Welcome to KeepItReal Studios, the only channel on YouTube that keeps it real. UFC Dana White president has a mind of his own, and he decided today that he wants to announce some interesting news.
Number 1 ranked former champion Alex Volkanovski will be taking on number 3 ranked Diego Lopes for the vacant UFC featherweight title. Topuria has felt like he's done all that he can in that division, and he feels like he's cemented his legacy, and his body cannot make the weight anymore. So Topuria will be moving up to 155 pounds and will be vacating the featherweight title. So the way that this works is, as soon as the first punch is thrown in this fight, the title is vacated. And we will announce what Topuria's next fight will be when we get it done.
Biggest news of them all that I'm going to be focusing on is Ilia Topuria is moving up to the lightweight division. So Ilia Topuria is officially going to vacate his belt, and that means Alexander Volkanovski is going to face Diego Lopes at UFC 314 for the featherweight championship of the world. Everybody was saying that Diego Lopes was the next in line for a title shot. You know, he beat number 3 at the time, Brian Ortega, in the UFC sphere, so it made sense. A lot of people said Volk deserves it, which I do understand. He was a reigning defending champion for the longest time, but nobody wanted to see him running back with Ilia Topuria because we all knew what was going to happen. This is a very interesting fight. It would be good to see. I'm not really too sure how this fight is going to play out. You know, Volk is coming off 2 back-to-back knockouts. Diego Lopes is on a new high. I feel like he's just even touching his prime recently. So I feel like when the fight gets closer to the date, that when I'll be able to kind of have a full-on prediction. Ilia Topuria is moving up into the lightweight division. Ilia Topuria, what a G, what a GOAT. This guy is truly chasing legendary status. And this is amazing to me because, first of all, one of my biggest complaints was I did not want Ilia Topuria to face Makhachev for the belt. Because first of all, it wasn't fair to the featherweight division and it wasn't fair to the lightweight division. But now that Ilia Topuria is at 155, there's no excuse. Because right now, Max Holloway is like ranked 3 or something, ranked 4, I'm not too sure, in the lightweight division, because you know he did beat Justin Gaethje. And Ilia Topuria does have a win over Max Holloway. That doesn't put him in the rankings or anything like that, but he's already beat a lightweight contender. And second of all, most likely all Ilia Topuria just needs is a big win up against one of the top 5 contenders, which I do believe he can easily get. Then we can get a super mega fight between him and Makhachev. And it seems like that fight could actually happen towards the end of the year, because most likely if Ilia Topuria fights at the beginning of the year, maybe before June, he can actually fight around November, December, something around there. Relatively, there's multiple ways this thing gonna go. Originally, he wanted to go up against Charles Oliveira. He mentioned that earlier. And I do believe a fight against Charles Oliveira will be amazing, and I do see Ilia Topuria winning. And I can see him winning by devastating knockout. So that'll be a very interesting fight. And it seems that even Dustin the Diamante Poirier is willing to face Ilia Topuria too as well. So that one is also a big possibility too. I actually do believe Dustin Poirier could give Ilia a run for his money. Relatively, I feel like Dustin Poirier is too smart to kind of play the games of Topuria. Because you know Topuria, he likes to back you up against the cage. He threw the body shot and he do a huge over right hand. But Dustin Poirier, his back up against the cage is one of his favorite things to do. So I feel like that would be such a beautiful boxing masterclass. You know, the best boxer in the featherweight division, or arguably in the UFC, versus the best boxer in the lightweight division in Dustin Poirier. And Dustin Poirier wants to go out on a bang. And I feel like a fight with Topuria is one of the greatest ways to kind of hang up the jersey in the UFC. So that would be a good fight to see. Even a fight between Gaethje, but Gaethje's scheduled with Dan Hooker. Most likely Armin Tsarukyan too as well, but honestly I feel like Ilia Topuria should just kind of take the easy route, face Charles Oliveira, because I can see him stopping Charles Oliveira within like 2 rounds or less, I'm being honest. Because if a guy like Makhachev can clip Charles Oliveira 5th round coming off a 2-year layoff, you know, Charles Oliveira, he's very chinny sometimes, but he goes on his back and a lot of fighters don't want to go the ground game with him. But Topuria is more than happy to go on the ground with Charles Oliveira. So this is a very interesting and exciting fight. I honestly don't even know what's going to happen. I feel like we need to wait on more details. But let me know what you think about this whole Ilia Topuria moving up to the lightweight division, man. Who do you think he should face? Who do you think he should go up against? Because I do believe he needs at least 1 match before he goes up into facing Islam Makhachev. And honestly, I'm excited, man. I hope Ilia Topuria does get that fight with Makhachev. It's going to be an amazing build-up. It'll be a good fight. I'm very excited to see what happens. at UFC 314 and the rest of the year. Ilia Topuria, straight gangster. A lot of people were complaining, including myself. I didn't really think it was fair for the featherweight division and the lightweight division. I'm not really the biggest fan of the double champion fights, if I'm being honest. But the fact that Ilia Topuria is dropping his belt and moving up into just the lightweight division is cool. It kind of breaks my heart a little bit. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of it, it would still be nice for him to hold 2 belts simultaneously if he does win. But relatively, it doesn't matter because he vacated the belt. But overall, that's it for today's video. Tell me your thoughts on this whole Ilia Topuria moving up to the lightweight division. Do you think he's making a risky move? Do you think he can get it done? Do you think he beats Islam Makhachev? Tell me what you think about this whole thing. That be it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to keep it real.